Welcome back, my fellow mobile gamers of YouTube. My name is NimbleThor, and this is my weekly summary series where I run through the very best mobile games that I played last week, spending just about a minute per game to give you guys that quick overview. And if you then want more mobile gaming goodness, you can dive into each individual video on each of these games, links in the description box down below this video. Now, in this week's episode, I've got only 3 games for you guys instead of the usual 4 games, but to make up for that though, one of those games might just be the best and the most unique mobile game I've ever played here on my YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy that. Let me know along the way, by the way, which game is your favorite these days. And then let's kick it off with today's first game, Shadowgun War Games, which is a hero-based mobile shooter, and it's essentially Madfinger Games' attempt at creating an Overwatch game for Android and iOS devices. In my experience with this game, the tactical gameplay does create a fun experience with different objectives in each game mode, and lots of unique heroes that each have a set of distinct weapons that can either deal damage or heal and shield allies for team play. The graphics and the UI is decently well made as well, but unfortunately though, the controls are just a complete mess at this point. They need to be calibrated better, and we need more customization options in the settings before this game can truly excel, unfortunately. On the bright side though, the game monetizes purely through vanity cosmetic items, which can either be bought directly from a cash shop or they can be unlocked through the Battle Pass subscription service, which essentially means that the game is 100% fair and 100% competitive. The game requires online access, it takes up 546 megabytes of space, it's out both on Android and iOS, and while the monetization is great, the controls are lackluster, and I'd honestly give this game a few weeks of extra development before downloading it if I were you guys, so for now, just consider checking it out. Next up this week, we've got PPKP, which is a turn-based beat-em-up retro RPG fighting game, where we kick and we punch our way through endless waves of enemies in each city, while blocking at just the right time to counter-attack the opponent's attacks. Using gold and scrap parts, we can slowly level up our character, and we can repair the houses in each city, which enables new shops and NPCs like the dojo, for example, where we can pay gold to learn new attack combos. Once we're done with one city, by the way, we can move on to the next one and then repeat this cycle while continuously growing stronger and unlocking new equipment pieces. The game monetizes through showing us advertisements when we die, and then a fuel energy system, which limits us to just about 30 minutes of playtime per session. Even though you might not like energy systems, and I certainly don't, I still think this game is worth playing though because of the really solid gameplay. The game is offline playable, it takes up 156 megabytes of space, it's out on Android and on iOS, and with almost perfect ratings on Google Play and on the iOS app stores, which in this case I really agree with, it's worth checking out if you like retro fighting games. But now it is time though for my favorite game of the week, KickFlight, which is a unique 4 vs 4 real-time PvP action game with mid-air combat. You can basically think of it like Dragon Ball style combat in air, and it's by far the most ambitious mobile game that I've played till date. And the most surprising thing about all of this is that it actually just works. The controls are solid, the graphics and the animations are really high quality, combat feels fantastic, and the gameplay is original. In the normal game mode, we fight to collect as many orbs as possible and then deliver them to our base, while we take out opponents to prevent them from collecting too many orbs themselves, and all of this happens in air, which is the amazing part of this game. Now we progress in KickFlight through unlocking new heroes, which are called kickers, and then new abilities, which are called discs. And the heroes, they are easily obtainable for free, and they all have vastly different stats and attributes, which is really awesome. And while discs unlock from loot chests and a gacha-like system, they're actually relatively easily obtainable as well, even as a free player. Monetization of the game happens through a $3 per month subscription service that adds a bit of extra convenience to the game, and through the sale of premium currency, which allows us to unlock new discs faster. So far, the game seems very free-to-play friendly though, and the gameplay is some of the most fun I've tried in a long while on mobile, with plenty of depth and strategy if you really want to dive deep into the game. The game requires online access, it takes up 726 megabytes of space, and it's out on Android and on iOS already. And if you have been looking for a super unique mobile action game, well, this is definitely the one to check out. I'm really impressed, and it's also my favorite game of the week, and I really think you guys are gonna enjoy this game. That was all for today. It was a bit of a shorter episode, but I hope that you did enjoy it, and thank you very much for watching till the very end of the video. If you're new around here, then consider subscribing and turning on those notifications to stay up to date on all the latest mobile games coming out. And then, till next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.